Let's plan. Okay, so my kids this week, this is like the last week leading up to final exams. I am just assigning them benchmarks to do, like their winter benchmarks, so I can compare to the beginning of the year benchmarks, and that's pretty much what we're working on this week. We're gonna do some fun activities towards the end of the week, maybe more like Look-Its or Kahoots or something to kind of wrap up what we've been doing in reading and history. But we're taking it easy and doing benchmarks. They don't love it. I need to take attendance because I forgot. This is currently my data collection method. It's not pretty, but it works. These are for all the kids in our structured setting self-contained program. So what I used to do is I used to have binders for every student, but that was when I had like anywhere from like 9 or 10 to 15 or 16 kids just in my class. So I'd have a binder with all of their goals and objectives, and then like materials already in the binder, so I could just pull that and take data. Sometimes it would be incorporated in our lesson, so that's when it works out like that. That's really nice. But now I primarily only teach English, and back then I was teaching English, math, life skills, vocational skills, all the classes. So now I only have to take data on their English goals, and then we have one teacher taking data on math, and then one teacher taking data on transition, adaptive behavior, independent living, like all of that stuff. Sometimes we'll kind of tag team it, but like we all have our own thing. So I don't know which one's better, which one's worse. There's not one that's necessarily worse, but this is kind of a nice little mix up from what I was doing. It's nice to just be able to like sit down and be like, I'm just focusing on reading with you and everybody else in here. And then I don't have to worry about doing, transition later or whatever else. No, I wouldn't mind it, but it is kind of nice to just know that we're just working on one subject, one present level, or one, goal for this one specific area. I have a little like hanging file folder thing that I need to put up so I can organize this, because this stays on my desk. And if it doesn't stay on my desk, I won't remember to do it. Just get in my own little world and do whatever I want. It has to sit on my desk, or it has to be within eyesight somewhere around me, so I can just be like, yep, I gotta do that. Yep, I gotta do that. That's my data collection. So I'm gonna finish assigning their benchmarks, and then I'm honestly gonna get up and go for a little walk, because I feel like I've been sitting and being in one place. So